Alexa, stop. Hi guys, can you hear me? Oh yeah. Some guy says something about copyrights. They're way old. It isn't the case, but I turn the music off. So anyway, here we are. Best wishes. Guys will watch TV. I don't know if we can do that. But Weston, you're a nice day too.
Is to stick it through, and I know that that's the reality. It sometimes doesn't work, but when you use the word failure, is that something that you
singing and stopping so loud, a science professor said it measured on a seismograph.
Well, I'll tell you, it's just wiring around. You want to wear a crown and have monitors routing.
Not be today, though.
No big deal. Yeah. We're locked up like common criminals, and you say it's no big deal? My life is...
always willing to share these vulnerabilities in your life, and here you are again. It was just a couple of months ago you posted on Instagram that the marriage was coming to an end, and while you said at the time that you were asking for understanding and privacy, you also, as you said, wanted to be honest, because that's a part of who you've decided to be public, and I imagine personally as well. When did you decide, though, that, or take me to the decision where you said, okay, gosh, I have to now post this. I have to not only deal with it personally, now I have to share it with everyone else. What was it like hitting send on that post, knowing that it was going to go public?
Well, it wasn't easy, but I think part of my work is to not just preach, but also practice what I'm preaching. And, if I'm going to be open, then I have to be open. And it's better that I say it than some rumors starting about, what was going on and why we got divorced. It's like, it's really nobody's business. And, as far as what happened, I'm never going to say anything as far as that goes. This is not what the podcast is either. It's not about the gossip behind my divorce. It's about growth. It's about, what I can do to be a better woman and just try to, continue to evolve and wanting to learn and step out of my comfort zone, really.
Yeah, and I think that's the key to your point, and I hope you always know that this is a safe space where we've talked about surviving
Absolutely.
Childhood abuse. We've talked about sobriety, and now we're at this point where we're talking about a new beginning in your life as it relates to the marriage. And I know you said that you and Matthew tried very hard to make it work. What can you tell us about that process of where you're trying to make it work, but then acknowledging to yourself that it's time to move on? Did you try counseling together, whatever you can, and that you feel comfortable sharing?
Absolutely. I'm a huge advocate for therapy, as I've expressed on my Instagram and just in interviews as well. I truly believe in it. And I also, Matt and I, we were in couples therapy even before our marriage. I mean, it wasn't, I think people associate therapy with like, oh my God, there's a problem. But really, I think it's very healthy to actually have that third person there that's not biased and that can give you just ways and tools, I guess you can say, on how to communicate. And I don't regret any of that. I think that really was very helpful for both of us individually. I can only speak for myself and for me. I think it's very important because emotions sometimes and feelings can get in the way and can get maybe misconstrued. And so I'm a huge advocate for that. And we definitely did try. People evolve. And people grow, and sometimes they grow together, and sometimes, unfortunately, grow apart. So.
How did you handle the reality, though, of also now going home alone, right? I mean, that's also a big part of the moving forward. You share a place with someone, and then suddenly you're in that place alone, and you have to sit in reflection. What was it, or what has it been like now?
You know, it's been lonely and quiet. It's just me and my Frenchie. I mean, I've been in this house for 15 years, and, you know, Matt was a big part of the house. It was our home, and it is definitely something that I'm still adjusting to. But, you know, it's hard because it's like there's so many memories within the house, right, that remind me of the good times in our marriage and all of that. But yet, you know, this is a home that I've been living in for the past 15 years, even before this marriage. And right now I'm just in the process of, you know, trying just to reinvent the home. I love my house and making new memories, I guess, but still not forgetting about the past.
Coming up more with Cheryl Burke right after the break.
I'm the latest hashtag challenge. Everyone on social media is trying me. I'm trending so hard that hashtag common sense can't keep up. This is gonna get tens and tens of views. But if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, you could be left to pay for this yourself.
Call a local agent or 1-888-ALL-STATE for a quote today.
This one's for you, my darling. For all the times I made you wait. For all the times I fought with you and you loved me all the same. You held me tight and told me life could be this way. This one's for you, oh my.
This Mother's Day, receive a free bracelet with your purchase at Pandora Jewelry.
On the next mark, one man, 6 grown children.
He was the one that was never around.
Can 6 DNA tests bring this family back together?
DNA don't lie!
On the next mark.
Today at 4 on ABC 30.
Hi, I'm Dan Brown. I was raised in Spanish Lake, went to Hazelwood East High School, then Mizzou. Go Tigers. If you've been hurt in a car crash or at work, call Brown & Brown. In Missouri, call all 3s. In Illinois, call all 8s. And if you can't come to us, we'll come to you.
For 30 years, we've been settling and winning cases by trial for injured workers.
At Cantor Injury Law, we never charge a fee until you win.
We're from Missouri, and we're here to help you.
If you are injured at work, you need the help of Cantor Injury Law, a winning Missouri injury law team.
My son Christopher was in a terrible motorcycle accident. He had 2 brain injuries, a traumatic brain injury. He's fully handicapped at this time. He can't work, and he is going to need that ongoing care. And thanks to Kaufman Townsley, he will be taken care of the rest of his life. They make the road a whole lot easier. You know, you see light at the end of the tunnel. You know it's going to be easier when you get somebody like that in your corner.
Hi, Dan Brown here. As you know, we've been helping thousands of St. Louis families for over 25 years. If you've been hurt in a car crash or hurt on a job, call Brown & Brown now. In Missouri, dial all 3s. In Illinois, dial all 8s.
May the 4th be with you.
In a galaxy far, far away,
It's all out war.
secrets come out to play.
Just tell me, please.
She deserves to know the truth.
General Hospital on ABC.
First of all, I'm grateful for my transcendental meditation practice that I learned this year. That has really helped with regulating my, I guess, reactions, but also being able to connect more with myself. I am definitely grateful for my dog, Isabella. She has been, as crazy as this sounds, she's like been my best friend through the ups and downs that happened in my life at 37 this year. And I am grateful, honestly, to all of you guys.
Wow, we are back with Cheryl Burke, who is sharing for the first time how she's feeling since announcing her divorce from her husband of nearly 3 years, actor Matthew Lawrence. And Cheryl has always been an open book on gratitude and positivity. And my eyes started tearing up looking and seeing that. First of all, it looked beautiful in that natural state, but just hearing that gratitude moment. I also practice transcendental meditation, 20 minutes, 2 times a day, trying to reset. For some years now, I follow. But it is great to have stay positive during such complicated and stressful times. It's, one day at a time, just sobriety. Yes, it is transcendental meditation. I love that you do it twice a day. Just trying to get my butt in that chair, right? Like the second time especially. But I find it to be so fulfilling. It's like I start to get really that second day, and then I do meditation, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I have a whole nother type of energy and a whole new body. But journaling, I have a gratitude journal. I also have therapy, and I'm going to be starting also somatic experiencing therapy as well, which is more about moving your body. And I'm so curious about how and why I act certain ways, or why I start to feel certain ways, and just in my intelligence in general, right? It's such a powerful thing, and I think that's my way of healing, is to just continue to learn and soak it all up, and anything really. I know that TM has a big huge role. No, I love that, because I have restless mind. I mean, I constantly, even in my sleep, I wake up, I write down things. My poor team, I'll wake up and email them something, and then I have to put it in draft because I don't want somebody to get an email at 2 a.m. from me, because we all process stress and the incoming in different ways. The last time we talked, you referred to yourself, I'd never heard this phrase, you referred to yourself as a professional number. I want to play for the audience what you said to me. Yeah, I'm a professional. I say number because I would rather not sometimes feel the feelings, even though they're not as scary once you do feel them. But I just wouldn't do anything but that, right? So, and that's, caused the drinking, and then just numbing and constantly numbing feelings from, when I got sexually molested when I was a little girl, to, abusive relationships, and not really having the time to digest, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It all, right? Cheryl, I thought about when you said that, because I do know that earlier this year you made the point of returning to the place that you and Matthew got married in San Diego. You wanted to reflect on that moment and feel your feelings. And when I read that you'd done that and thought about what you'd said before, that sounds like great progress, where, you are facing feelings and dealing with things head on. Yeah, it is not fun, but it is something that I am trying to make a conscious effort in doing, because, look, we all hold on to our feelings and our emotions in our body. And I just know that it was like at that tipping point where it was going to affect my sobriety. And so if I just didn't feel, and I just really needed to do whatever it took, really, just to continue. And I still am, by the way. I'm still learning on how to do this without judging my feelings, or without trying to numb now through productivity, for example. It's a process, and honestly, it's one day at a time, just like my sobriety. Yeah, well, one day at a time. I love the podcast and the intention of it, to talk to your fans, to get advice. And I have to admit, I was surprised that you put dating out there and that people are chiming in about it. Let me tell you, though, I'm not ready for the dating. I figured you were, but you've got this podcast and you're asking folks, okay, give me your advice on, should I go on a sabbatical? Should I do this? And I know that people want to see folks we love in love. Not that means being in a relationship and dating, but are you prepared for the suggestions? Yeah, I think my nephew is single. My brother is single. Are you ready for it? Listen, I think eventually that's the plan, right? We want to eventually get there, but our first episode is with my actual therapist for almost the last decade, and you have to tune in to hear
but she says if she thinks that I'm ready to date. But really, it is more about at this moment today, right? It's kind of like the Truman Show meets for interacting here. It's like I'm really giving up and surrendering my life over to the listeners. And I think it's important because I am very, I have social phobia and I prefer to be in my home. I actually don't love going out, especially with my sobriety. It was different when I wasn't sober, but now it's a whole different, I'm just learning about all of this and interaction and like the new way of dating. You have to swipe left. I'm just like, I really can't wrap my head around this whole thing.
It's been around a few years. That's been like this new thing where you swipe.
I'm really aging myself. Yes, or I've been in a relationship and married. Probably, I think it's new. Anyway, but yeah, eventually we'll get there. But in the meantime, the word dating has already busted. I'm busted out in sweats already. It's probably not. It's a sign, right, that says, Cheryl, just chill out for a second. And I think really what I'm trying to do is just love myself first, so that we all have patterns, and at the end of the day, you're going to end up with the same type of person if you don't grow yourself and evolve. So I'm at that moment where I'm like, let me love myself before I can actually love anybody else, right?
I love it. Well, Cheryl said she just broke out in the sweat mentioning dating. So let her reset coming up. We'll dry off and talk more with our friend Cheryl Burke after the break. Join the TAM fam on social media.
Discover sneak peeks, custom content, memorable moments. Connect, discuss, celebrate before, during, and after the show.
This is SOS from Newport.
Everything is disappearing.
Our outpost on Earth Pod is in danger.
Hey, Quill, this thing is so broken. Quill, you seeing this? Quill! Well, you heard the lady. Get that car. It's Save the Galaxy time. Again.
For asthma, there's Primatene Mist. When symptoms strike, your airways narrow and there's less breathing room. Primatene Mist is clinically shown to open airways quickly. Get the #1 FDA-approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler and breathe easy again.
Okay, everyone. Our mission is to provide complete balanced nutrition for strength and energy.
Ensure complete balanced nutrition with 27 vitamins and minerals, and Ensure Complete with 30 grams of protein.
Can a company make the planet a better place? At Walmart, we're pursuing 100% renewable energy in our operations and aiming to protect millions of acres of land so we can all live better.
Smoking caused my lung cancer. They put this in me to drain the fluid. Every day I prayed that they would remove it. My tip is be careful what you wish for. That chest tube hurt a lot more coming out than it did going in.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Many homeowners wonder why they have to clean their gutters every year. You either climb that ladder yourself or you pay someone else to do it. Honestly, your home should have been built with LeafGuard gutters. LeafGuard lets water in and keeps leaves and animals out. And they're guaranteed to never clog for as long as you own your home. This one-piece seamless system is fully customized for your home. And we've got 3 special offers for you. 1, a $99 install sale. Buy LeafGuard from us, we install it for only $99. 2, enjoy no monthly interest for 18 months until paid in full with your LeafGuard purchase. And 3, receive a $50 Visa gift card with your free in-home estimate. Damage from clogged gutters can cost you thousands. Never worry about clogged gutters again. Call LeafGuard at 833-LEAFGuard. That's 833-LEAFGuard.
We are back with Dancing with the Stars pro Cheryl Burke. And Cheryl, as I said, I really thought a lot about this show because we're all at crossroads in our lives where the past is passing and looking forward to the future. And when a relationship ends, that puts you in a unique situation. You're taking advice on your podcast, but what advice would you give other women in particular going through the end of a relationship?
I think that is, for me, the main reason why I wanted to do this podcast in the first place, right? It has that fun aspect, but it also is so that I can, hopefully through my story and my experience, I could help other women as well, because I don't believe that, there's certain things I'm going through at the moment, like do I freeze my eggs or do I not? I'm at the age, I am 38, and these are actual events that are happening in my life and that I have to make a serious decision about. And, with women anyone that can relate to a divorce or any type of, trauma, because that it's a loss, really. I just hope that someone can know that they're not alone through this process, because it is scary, it is lonely. And if anyone else is like me out there that just, tend to just crawl into their shell like I do, at least that you're just not alone through this process, because it is painful. It is like a death. It is a death, right? And there's no way, and there's no specific way on how to grieve. Everyone grieves differently, and I'm just really new at this, and I'm open to any advice as well. And I hope that the listeners want to hold my hand through this journey of just self-discovery.
I love that. Are you and Matthew still friendly? Do you categorize it as such?
I mean, he will always have a special place in my heart, for sure. I mean, I have so much love for him and his family forever.
You mentioned advice. I'll tell you this. When I was at that crossroads as well, as you know, I had Moses later in life. Kate Winslet, whom I don't know, name drop. Next thing you know, I open an email, and it's an email from Kate Winslet saying, do it. I was like, wait. So I'm wow. This is a true story. First of all, how did Kate Winslet get my email? And I got the email from her. It was one of those surreal moments. But I thought about that as I was going through the multiple IVF treatments there. So, I know we talked about that before, freezing eggs, and that's a personal decision, but it's one that women don't have early enough with themselves. And we know that. So I'm happy you're talking about it on your podcast. Now, it also was just announced Dancing with the Stars is moving to Disney Plus, and I've read you're excited about it because it changes the dynamic in some ways of who could potentially take home the mirror ball.
Absolutely, and it's also going to be, I think, a new audience on top of our, loyal fans as well. And I think that it's the first time that, this is a live, still the same format. It's going live, voting. At least West Coast and East Coast can vote now together, and West Coast won't have to just base it on a popularity contest, right? It'll be completely even in that sense. And then also we're going live for the first time on streaming. That's a pretty huge thing, right? Like, it's a huge deal that we need to all celebrate. And imagine Disney night, right? It's going to be huge.
I like that. Well, I mentioned that yesterday was your birthday, and I have a gift that I love giving friends and women who have really inspired me in many levels. I have it here. I'm going to send it to you. And it is
so sweet.
The Maya Angelou poem, Still I Rise. It's something that hangs in my home. I hope you're able to put it in your home or your office. And I thought a lot about you when I was reading this. And I just hope that you're able to read this and see yourself, because no matter what challenge that we face in our lives, you have the choice to rise, and this poem speaks to that. Till I rise.
Got chills.
I'm sending it to you.
Thank
I would
you.
read it, but my voice is not as grand as Dr. Angelou, but you've risen from so many things, and you will continue to rise. So thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you. And let me just say and add one thing. Thank you for your beautiful email. It brought me to tears. So I will cherish that forever. And I hope one day we'll be able to talk in person, hopefully in the near future. And thank you for my beautiful gift. I can't wait. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Cheryl. And you know what? Be sure to tune in for Cheryl's new podcast, Burke in the Game, available now. And coming. She raised not one, but two NBA powerhouses, and now she's taking the reins of her own next chapter. Sonia Curry joins the Tam Fam next.
Don't miss today's Tam Fam deal. We've got the hottest exclusives for up to 50% off. Go to tamfamdeals.com to shop all our favorites right now.
When you need cash and you need it now, Lee's Pawn and Jewelry is open. Lee's is your one-shop money stop. Lee's loans more and charges less. Lee's Pawn and Jewelry open 7 days a week. More money,
less interest.
Celebrate her on Mother's Day. Pearl strands are $49, lab-grown diamond and emerald hearts $99, pendants and earrings $199, 1 carat studs $599, and 1 carat certified engagement rings $14.90. By factory direct and saved, the Jewelry Exchange Overland.
Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted.
I'm John Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan. Pound Law. That's all.
When you need cash and you need it now, Lee's Pawn and Jewelry is open. Lee's is your one-shop money stop. Lee's loans more and charges less. Lee's Pawn and Jewelry, open 7 days a week. More money, less interest.
Welcome back, Tam Fam. My next guest has been the engine, if you will, behind what she calls the big machine of her family. Sonya Curry is an entrepreneur, an educator, and now an author. After raising 2 NBA superstar sons, Steph and Seth, and an extraordinary daughter, Sadell, Sonya now takes her turn in the spotlight.
Sonya Curry regularly goes viral for supporting her famous children from the sidelines. A 3-time NBA champion of the Golden State Warriors,
a 3-point phenom who plays for the Brooklyn Nets,
and a former college volleyball athlete and new mom. Sonya Curry has always forged her own path, founding the Christian Montessori School of Lake Norman in North Carolina. And now releasing a new book about her life and parenting style called Fierce Love, a memoir of family, faith, and purpose.
I have defined myself as a mom. I have done all that I can. I have completed that task.
At 55, Sonya is navigating a major transition, tiring from the school she started and ending her marriage with her husband, former NBA superstar Del Curry, after 33 years together. In 2021, the two released a joint statement saying, "We are so thankful for all the many blessings and successes we stay committed to and supportive of our children and grandchildren, and we remain on connected paths."
Tam Fam, please welcome to the show, Sonya Curry. Congratulations on the book. I have it right here beside me. I saw you wiping away those tears in the post, holding the book. Tell me why that moment brought you to tears.
Well, I'm going to try not to cry again. I guess it's just a lot of emotions, just all wrapped up together. You know, it is a new start for me, and I'm sharing stories that people have never heard before, so I'm very vulnerable. I'm finding out a lot about myself, that I'm not really as thick-skinned as I thought I was, because I worry really about what people are going to say, what impact the book is going to have on other people. And, first and foremost, I want to please God with, telling the stories, because the life that he's blessed me to have. And I want to, make my family proud.
I think, nothing can fully prepare you to share your entire life, right? At the time that you were sharing it, we know it was a difficult time. And I actually remember reading, Steph did an interview with The Ringer, and he said of the divorce, he called it challenging, saying that he could be mad, but the calmness he has inside himself is because of the two of you, right? And so you're dealing with your transition to the future life that you want, but also looking at your family, which is part of the book. When you heard him say, I could be mad, but the calmness I got from both of these people, how did you feel hearing that reaction from him? And I'm sure your other 2 children.
Well, at first I was saddened because, yes, I know that this isn't something easy for anybody. And I listened to, Chris earlier just saying it's hard. This is a hard thing. And to feel like you cause other people pain in any situation is difficult. So for me to find a way to process that I could have caused pain to someone else. But then also I was just happy and fulfilled to know that the parenting and all the love and the nurturing that we've poured into our children is coming out that way, and he's able to express that. Just made me so proud, because now it's like they're giving to me. Everything I poured into them is coming back to me full fold, and it's such a blessing.
You've been such a rock for your family, and we watch from afar, and you've always handled yourself regally. I'll be honest, you always have this regal presence, and you talk about your faith being a big part of it. When you are forced to read negative headlines that assign blame about why your personal marriage is ended, right? It's between two people, but then there are these headlines that drag other folks in. How do you lean on your faith when you hear things or read things that A, aren't anyone else's business, but also B, don't define you?
Well, I started even with raising the children that we wouldn't purchase the newspaper when Dell was playing because of that. You know, one day they love you and one day, you know, they're tearing you down and criticizing you. So, you know, we've raised them to stay even keel, next play, and just focus on what they're in control of. And so I've tried to do the exact same thing. I don't listen to a lot of the social media. If something kind of leaks and gets to me and sneaks in, then, you know, I just take it to prayer and try to leave it with God and focus on what I can focus on, and you know, take accountability for the things. If there's something in there that's, you know, truthful, then I try to take accountability for that, and just get better. Just wake up every day and lean into, you know, what my book is titled, Fierce Love. A lot of grace and a lot of mercy every day for myself. And then I can give that to other people as well. So, and relying on my children. As long as I know the people that I love know the truth, then I can, you know, lean on that as well.
More with Anya Curry about her new book after the break.
Today we have one of the hottest beauty trends from one of your favorite brands, Wrinkle Schminkles. These are their self-dissolving microneedle patches. Now here's how they work. You peel the patch, apply with a bit of pressure, and you'll start to see incredible results. The microneedles are actually crystals infused with ingredients to plump your skin. Collagen and peptides melt away and infuse deep down into your skin, helping to smooth fine lines and wrinkles. Now, these innovative at-home treatments will give you spa-like results. And as always, Tam Fam, we're bringing you an exclusive deal you won't find anywhere else. Wrinkle Schminkles microneedle patches are 40% off. Head over to TamFamDeals.com right now.
On our next show, actress and comedian Jane Lynch joins the Tam Fam to talk about her sobriety journey and the best advice she ever got. Then he's gotten some of the best advice from none other than Barack Obama. Next, Tamron Hall. Tomorrow.
But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman on the
Want more restful sleep? Nature's Bounty gives you more with Sleep 3, the first ever triple action sleep supplement with 3 unique nighttime benefits to help you get a great night's sleep and wake feeling refreshed. Live bountifully. Nature's Bounty.
When tired, achy feet make your whole body want to stop, it's Dr. Scholl's time. Our insoles are designed with unique massaging gel waves for all-day comfort and energy. Find your relief in-store or online.
Change it up and choose Dutch Boy from Menards. Get the best quality Dutch Boy paints at the best prices. Pick out the perfect color. We offer pre-custom color matching and tinting to create thousands of color options. And with Dutch Boy's easy opening, smooth pouring container, and no prep, no prime formula, transforming your home has never been easier. Pick up a gallon of Dutch
Dunboy Platinum Plus Interior Flat Paint for only $26.98 after sale price and 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards. If you have Medicare or are new to Medicare and live in the St. Louis area, we have exciting news for you. Essence has been awarded a perfect overall plan rating of 5 out of 5 stars in 2022. That's why Medicare is giving you a special opportunity to enroll in a highly rated Essence plan. Find out how you can get more coverage for doctor visits, hospital stays, and prescription drugs. Plus, money-saving extra benefits, all for a $0 monthly premium. Just call to request your free information kit from Essence. 1-866-488-0242. We'll also include our 5-star special enrollment guide. You'll learn how a top-rated Essence plan protects your savings in retirement from hidden or unexpected costs. This is important protection not available with traditional Medicare plans. Call now for your free information to learn what a 5-star Medicare plan from Essence can do for you. 1-866-488-0242.
You're both total liars, and you were both up to no good.
The People's Court. Today at 2 on ABC 30.
We are back with Sonia Curry, author of the new book that chronicles raising her famous family, Fierce Love, a memoir of family, faith, and purpose. How do you define fierce love?
I think for me, fierce love is just being fearless and being intentional about the acts of love and about the responsibility of love and giving it all that I have. I mean, I'm a very intense kind of person. I love to have fun and I love to laugh and have a good time. But when it's about doing my job or raising my children or anything that I commit myself, any projects that I commit myself to, I am 200% into it. So I guess the best word to use is being intentional every day about loving.
Well, it's clear in the book that that's been your philosophy and how you live your life. Also, your daughter, in so many ways, it's a similar journey in that her partner plays for Golden State. When you have to love someone and they're on the road and now you're raising your child, do you offer her advice on how to juggle that role?
You know what? I don't. I don't like to give a lot of advice because I feel like I've raised them and they've just heard my voice so much. And I really, Tamron, just try to just live it out for them. I try to just live my life and then leave the conversation open that if they do want to ask me things, then I try to just help them find the answer for themselves. So again, they own whatever decisions that they make. So yeah, I'm not one to always want to give advice. I had a great mother-in-law that taught me a lot about how to be a mother-in-law with 2 daughter-in-laws, and that's also taught me now to how to be a mom for my adult daughter. And it's totally different than being a mom of a child.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, I'll tell you what, the memoir of Fierce Love, a memoir of family, faith, and purpose. We started off, and you said, I'm going to try not to cry. The book is so beautiful, and I suggest any person, you don't have to be a parent to read this. But you want to know when I cried? Just the first page. Let me read this. This is from... I'm proud that my mom is sharing her story, demonstrating the meaning of true vulnerability and spreading hope and wisdom every step of the way. Why did that just bring me to tears again? I mean, that is a parent's dream, to read your child or hear your child say they're proud of you. And you did that, and he's acknowledging it. So, I'm crying. Oh, God. It's so sweet. And I know it's not easy to go public with your life, the good days, and certainly not the difficult ones. And I just applaud you for doing that.
Thank you.
I do apologize for us having to be from afar, but feel the love. The Tam fam is watching, and congratulations on the book.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. And can I say it again? Sonia's new book, Fierce Love, a memoir of family, faith, and purpose, out today. And everybody in the audience will be crying right along with me because you're you're getting a copy of the book when we come back. She's the UCLA gymnast whose floor routines have caught the attention of big names like Missy Elliott, Simone Biles, and the First Lady, Michelle Obama. And when she caught my attention, I knew we had to get her on the show. Nia Dennis joins the Tam Fam next.
For people living with HIV, keep being you and ask your doctor about Biktarvy. Biktarvy is a complete one-pill, once-a-day treatment used for HIV in certain adults. It's not a cure, but with one small pill, Biktarvy fights HIV to help you get to and stay undetectable. That's when the amount of virus is so low, it cannot be measured by a lab test. Research shows people who take HIV treatment every day and get to and stay undetectable can no longer transmit HIV through sex.
Serious side effects can occur, including kidney problems and kidney failure. Rare, life-threatening side effects include a buildup of lactic acid and liver problems. Do not take Biktarvy if you take dofetilide or rifampin. Tell your doctor about all the medicines and supplements you take if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, or if you have kidney or liver problems, including hepatitis. If you have hepatitis B, do not stop taking Biktarvy without talking to your doctor. Common side effects were diarrhea, nausea, and headache.
If you're living with HIV, keep loving who you are and ask your doctor if Biktarvy is right for you.
This one's for you, my darling. For all the times I made you wait. For all the times I fought with you and you loved me all the same. You held me tight, told me life could be this way. This one's for you, oh my.
This Mother's Day, receive a free bracelet with your purchase at Pandora Jewelry.
What will make you feel comfortable with the price? Well, no one made me feel more comfortable than my kindergarten teacher, Miss Jane. Try saying, "Show me the Carfax value." You'll get the most accurate price based on the vehicle's accident history. Shop at the all-new Carfax.com.
It's very difficult for the family because you two go through everything that they go through. Maybe not in the same way, but you're still there.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT now.
Get excited!
Tingling in anticipation.
Because this season of The Goldbergs is packed with surprises.
No, it's not going to happen. Fine.
The Goldbergs. ABC tonight.
I walked out of the grocery store and a careless driver hit me. So I called Ford and got $1 million without ever going to court. Call Ford, get more.
Call Ford, get more. Schultz and Myers. Welcome to the middle of everything. Did you know that the corn dog was born right here in Illinois? I'm scared of heights too, Grandma. Then I got tall.
Many homeowners wonder why they have to clean their gutters every year. You either climb that ladder yourself or you pay someone else to do it. Honestly, your home should have been built with LeafGuard gutters. LeafGuard lets water in and keeps leaves and animals out. And they're guaranteed to never clog for as long as you own your home. This one-piece seamless system is fully customized for your home. And we've got 3 special offers for you. 1, a $99 install sale. Buy LeafGuard from us, we install it for only $99. 2, enjoy no monthly interest for 18 months until paid in full with your LeafGuard purchase. And 3, receive a $50 Visa gift card with your free in-home estimate. Damage from clogged gutters can cost you thousands. Never worry about clogged gutters again. Call LeafGuard at 833-LEAFGuard. That's 833-LEAFGuard.
Is your car accident case worth more than the insurance company says? Call Ford now and find out free. 444-4444.
Call Ford, get more. Schultz and Myers.
My next guest is on an incredible journey of her own as she steps into an exciting new chapter of her life. UCLA gymnast Nia Dennis went viral in 2020 for a floor routine set to Beyonce. She set the internet on fire again last year with a routine dubbed Black Excellence to the music of artists like Kendrick Lamar, Missy Elliott, and Tupac. That's been viewed now more than 3.5 million times. Count me in on the people who kept watching it over and over. Please welcome to the Tan Fam, one and only Nia Dennis. Nia, thank you so much. I'm so excited you're finally here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Nia, we are so excited to have you on. I can't wait to hear about the next chapter and the wonderful things ahead. But let's go back to how this all started. These routines, I mean, you put in the work to be an incredible gymnast. Then you touch people's hearts and inspire in a way that I can't imagine you saw coming. This looked like it came from the heart.
It did. It really did. So I honestly felt very inspired by the Black Lives Matter protests that were happening during that time period a year ago. And I was actually having a shoulder surgery where I could not participate in the protest. I was very hurt. I was very sad and upset that I couldn't be on the front lines with my brothers and sisters for bigger change. And, you know, in a predominantly white sport, it is not so commonly seen. Black culture and just Black gymnasts thriving at the highest levels. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to come and celebrate Black culture and Black excellence and showcase that.
I always wonder about things, especially a big moment that you know is about to happen, and you either hit send on, you know, the email, or you start the first show. In our case, when I first walked out the doors of our show, and I said, "Oh boy, here we go." When the music, you know it's about to start, and you're at the edge of the mat, and you're about to hit it. Did you think to yourself, "Oh, they're not ready for this"? Wait until they need this.
Girl, let me just tell you, I was really excited about this routine, honestly. Like this routine meant everything to me. It was the culture. I felt like it was the culture, all good things from our culture. And, you know, once I completed the routine and I was ready to show it to the world, I was just like, in the moment, I felt empowered. I felt free. I felt alive. I felt just so many positive things, you know, and I felt like I was going to kill it, you know? That's my thing. It was just another day.
I got goosebumps because, to your point, it's a celebration of our culture. However, watching your teammates around celebrate the culture and they are in it. That's what I tell people. Listen, you can be unapologetically who you are, and those who are different can come to the table and celebrate too. And that's what I saw in that moment. They were in it, they were celebrating you, your culture, and you not shying away from your culture.
Yeah, absolutely. My teammates have been the biggest support system I've ever received in my entire life. I feel so blessed to have so many sisters who have my back no matter what. And, you know, they were shining through me. I felt so much power and unity behind my routine with them in my corners and every corner of the floor. Just turning me on, hyping me up, and making me feel like I'm the baddest out there.
When we come back, Nia gets praise from Michelle Obama. What did she think when she read her comments next? Are y'all ready for the show? Join the Tamron Hall Show audience. Go to TamronHallShow.com. Welcome to the Tamron Hall Show.
Closed captioning provided by.
For asthma, there's Primatene Mist. When symptoms strike, your airways narrow and there's less breathing room. Primatene Mist is clinically shown to open airways quickly. Get the #1 FDA-approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler and breathe easy again.
Marilyn Millian.
You're both total liars. You both knew what you were doing, and you were both up to no good.
The People's Court.
You're picking up what I'm putting down.
Today at 2 on ABC 30.
With quality that's guaranteed for life, Bathfitter doesn't just fit your bath, it fits your high standards. Why have over 2 million people welcomed Bathfitter into their homes? It just fits. Call now or visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
After an injury, you may be thinking it will all just pass, but that pain can last for a lifetime, and a lifetime is a long time. Taking a piece of your health forever is a very big deal. Don't wait. Your time to bring a case is limited. All law firms are not the same.
If you've been injured, check out just some of the 5-star reviews for Kaufman Townsend.
Kaufman Townsend is a great team of lawyers.
Very fast, considerate, and friendly. It was a great experience.
Awesome.
They did a wonderful job.
They made sure we got the maximum settlement.
I would refer my friends and my family to them. Kaufman Townsley would be the first people I would call.
That's what we mean when we say real people, real results. 314-500-5000.
It's entertaining. The most fun I've had today. Judge Mathis.
Today at 3 on ABC 30.
We are back in the event. She broke the internet with her viral floor routines many times. And Nia, your routines, as I said, caught the attention of everybody. Missy Elliott, and Michelle Obama actually tweeted out. Now that's what I call fierce. Your star, Nia Dennis. How do you follow up the next chapter, right? Because you don't crack under pressure. When you're looking at the future and now that you've graduated, how do you process this opportunity?
Right now, I'm just taking every opportunity that lands in my lap as it comes, and I'm just super grateful for every blessing that has landed in my lap. And just to process it, I just try to stay in the moment and just try to get 1% better in every area of my life. And as I know that I'm getting 1% better in something, I feel like I'm progressing in the right direction.
All right, so since I'm now 51 and a few years older than you by about 20, 30, 40, I'm going to tell you something. Nothing landed in your lap. You earned it. Everything you've received didn't land. You deserve it. And that Stella McCartney dress you are wearing right now is stunning. And you caught her attention. In fact, you wore her last year's Met Gala. So now you're getting attention from the beauty world and the best at it. Stella McCartney, the daughter of Paul McCartney, one of the most amazing designers in the world. No pressure. But what do you think? What do you want to do next?
Oh my goodness, I want to do all things entertainment. I see myself as a really well-rounded individual. I want to dance. I want to be on tour with Justin Bieber, Chris Brown. I want to be an actress. I love to challenge myself in a bunch of different ways. I like to host. Maybe, you could show me the ropes a little bit. Give me some advice or tips.
Come on over here. Next time I get confined to the house, we might have to have our very first guest fill-in host of the Cameron Hall show. You know what? I'm game for it. I'm game for it. Listen now, Cheryl Burke was just on. I know you love to dance and all things entertainment. I'm saying Dancing with the Stars. Come on here.
That would be a dream come true if I could get onto Dancing with the Stars. I would love to learn so much from all those professional dancers, and I love to perform, and dancing is a passion of mine, so I feel free and like my best self, as you see in this video.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to have to send this on over to Cheryl Burke and see if she can tell some people that look out for Nia Dennis. Well, congratulations on everything, graduating UCLA. In itself momentous, and for seeing that you have the power to impact the conversation in a positive way, and you've done so. So congratulations. I've been excited and ready to talk to you for a while, and I can't wait to see you soon in person somewhere.
Bam, okay.
Thank you. I just love you so much. Thank you, Nia. Thank you again to Cheryl Burke, Sonia Curry, three of this hour, all looking at their next chapter. Thank you all for joining us. Think about it. What's your next chapter? Always embrace the past, but the future is bright for all of us if we just open our eyes to see it. And we will see you next time. Love you again.
Get the best seats for less.
Plus free delivery at Carroll House. Do you need to sell a distressed property? Stop. Don't make any repairs. Call Chris Bice Homes in St. Louis for a fair all-cash offer. We buy inherited houses, foreclosures, bad renter houses, vacant houses, and even fire-damaged houses. We pay cash fast with no stress, no hassle, no fees, and no commissions. So if you have a property you need to sell, call Chris Bice Homes for a fair all-cash offer. Call us today at 782-7000. That's 314-782-7000.
At DDS Dentures and Implant Solutions, we're focused on delighting our patients. What does that look like? Well, smiles. At DDS, you can be confident knowing that you've received excellent service at a great price, with options ranging from single tooth to full mouth replacement. We guarantee our team will help provide the best treatment plan specifically for you. So, what are you waiting for? Book an appointment today and go show the world your beautiful smile.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries in the St. Louis area. You may be entitled to lower costs and more benefits by enrolling in a 5-star rated Medicare plan from Essence Healthcare. You are encouraged to enroll in the highest quality plans available. That's why Medicare has authorized a special enrollment period, which gives you an opportunity to switch to a 5-star rated Essence Healthcare plan right now without penalty. Find out how you can get more coverage plus money-saving extra benefits, all for a $0 monthly premium. Call now for your free 5-star special enrollment guide and information kit. 1-877-603-0793. You'll learn how a top-rated Essence plan protects your savings and retirement from hidden or unexpected costs. This is important protection not available with traditional Medicare plans. Call the 5-star enrollment hotline now to learn how you can switch to a better Medicare plan from Essence Healthcare.
What you need to know right now on GMA3. The onstage attack at the Hollywood Bowl. Comedy's Dave Chappelle tackled during his act. And what Chris Rock said afterward right there that made the crowd go wild.
The battle over abortion rights escalating across the country after that leaked Supreme Court draft opinion. California Congresswoman Karen Bass on lawmakers' next steps on behalf of abortion rights and supporters.
We sail our ships and sing our songs and make the red mice run.
Plus the musical animation featuring mice, teaching little ones serious lessons about the absurdity of war and violence.
The film stresses that if you have a difference, no matter what the difference is, work it out peacefully. There's better ways to resolve conflict.
And he charmed millions as the first black lead on The Bachelor. Matt James is here with his new memoir on race, family, and forgiveness.
And cheers to Tori Johnson. She's toasting us with a wine-themed Deals and Steals.
And a big moment for beautiful blooms as Mother's Day approaches. ABC's Victor Oquendo takes us inside the nation's busiest flower distribution hub.
Now from Times Square, Amy Robach and TJ Holmes with what you need to know.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday for What You Need to Know. Very happy you're here with us.
Yes, it's wedding day around here.
That's
we got
really
flowers, we got wine, and we got a bride.
And it's on me. It does look a little bit like a wedding dress, but you know what?
It looks
White,
great.
you know,
Looks
is
great.
good all year round.
It is. And
For anybody.
Hey, look, if anybody speaks purity on this set, it's this one. Yeah, thank you, Fonzie. Yes, thank you. Yes. All right, welcome everybody to the show. It's going to be a great one today. Dr. Ashton here with us, of course. And yes, we do have a special Deals and Steals that is all about wine.
I know. That's very exciting for Amy.
And you...
Wow, the shots are coming from both sides.
It's a great Wednesday here, folks. Let's keep an eye on some of the developments, major developments we're keeping an eye on. We start again today with a big number. That big number is 30. What we're talking about here across 22 states that are tightening abortion laws since 2020. Our ABC News Washington Post poll found that just 30% of the residents are aware of the new restrictions being put in place.
That's a pretty shocking number. And of course, the news about this leaked draft has so many impacts, political impacts, but also medical ones potentially.
Yeah, and I think it's really important, you know, in addition to the issue of a woman's choice, there are real medical indications at play here when you talk about the choice or the decision to terminate a pregnancy. So let's go through them because some of them might be unfamiliar to some people. Obviously, contraceptive failure is a major indication. Carrying a fetus fetus with anomalies, particularly those that are incompatible with life or so severe that they would have a major impact on life. Exposure to drugs that are what we call teratogenic, and also life-threatening illness or condition in the mother that could literally make pregnancy life-threatening. So I think we need to really broaden our scope, and it's not the best way to say that it's not just about choice, because choice is sufficient, but there's a major medical list of indications that goes along with this issue as well.
What's the concern that folks have if you leave it up to the states?
Well, I think according to the Guttmacher Institute, they've said that if the Supreme Court leaves this up to states, there are 26 states that will immediately or fully ban a woman's right to a safe and legal abortion. We know that will have a disproportionate effect on poor women, women of color, many of whom who already struggle to access safe medical reproductive health care. So this is already a vulnerable population and potentially has a lot more to lose.
And folks need to know there's a so-called trigger law. Some are in place that as soon as they overturn, if they were to, those laws will just automatically kick in without any type of action. All right, Dr. Ashton, thank you. Let's take a look to Ariel Reschip in studio with the highlights for us, the headlines, I should say. Good afternoon, Steve.
Highlights, headlines, I got both of those. We begin with the reverberations from that Supreme Court bombshell. An investigation is now underway at the nation's highest court after that leak to Politico of the draft opinion upending Roe v. Wade. Chief Justice John Roberts urging the draft is not final, calling the leak an egregious breach of trust. But the revelations rocking the country, sparking angry nationwide protests from abortion rights advocates and celebration from anti-abortion activists. The conservative court appearing poised to overturn nearly 50 years of legal precedent. The White House warning other rights such as contraception, IVF, and same-sex marriage may also now be in jeopardy. And the new surveillance video released in the manhunt for an Alabama murder suspect on the run with a 56-year-old female jail official, both seen leaving a detention center before vanishing last weekend. U.S. Marshals releasing these photos of a car the pair may be using. Officials now say the prisoner and the jailer are romantically involved. And an unsettling scene, Dave Chappelle rushed on stage at the Hollywood Bowl. The comedian was tackled by an audience member with a knife. The man was stopped by security and eventually taken away in an ambulance. Chris Rock, who was, of course, slapped on the Oscar stage, was at that show. He came on stage with Chappelle right after that incident, getting a big laugh when he asked the crowd, "What's that, Will Smith?" And the new development in the case of WNBA star Brittany Griner, the U.S. State Department now saying Russia has, quote, wrongfully detained her, a designation expected to help ramp up efforts to secure her freedom. The league kicks off its new season this Friday and will honor Griner at all of the games with a courtside logo of her initials and a jersey number. And the shining moment of generosity on the diamond. A visiting Blue Jays fan at this Yankees game caught a home run ball hit by slugger Aaron Judge. There he did it. Instead of keeping it, though, he handed it over to a young, stunned fan who returned the gesture. You see it there with a big hug. Who says there's no crying in baseball? Little tear-jerking moment.
It's so cute. That ball meant so much to him. All right. Thank you for sharing that. All right, thank you, Ariel. There is much more ahead here today on GMA3. The California Congresswoman calling the overturn of Roe v. Wade outlined in that leaked Supreme Court draft opinion an assault on the nation's women.
Also coming up here on GMA3, some catchy musical animation, giving kids a new way to approach conflict. We're talking a lot about conflict this week on the show, Robot. Keep it going.
Why are you bringing me into that?
GMA3, we're right back.
If you have COPD, ask your doctor about Breasttreat. Breasttreat gives me better breathing and helps prevent flare-ups. Before Breasttreat, I was stuck in the past. I still had bad days. Flare-ups, which kept me from doing what I love. My doctor said, for my COPD, it was time for Breasttreat. Breasttreat gives you better breathing, symptom improvement, and helps prevent flare-ups. Like no other COPD medicine, Breasttreat was proven to reduce flare-ups by 52%.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
If you have COPD, ask your doctor about Breztri.
Good girl, the feminine fragrance, Carolina Herrera.
New York City, party going down. Friday night, midnight. Bad boy, the masculine fragrance, Carolina Herrera.
At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
Ooh, Stouffer's French bread pizza? Maybe we should wait for it to cool down. Yeah, nah.
Stouffer's French bread pizza with 50% more cheese.
So good.
No.
Come on, him.
I like him. Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker and is 2 times more absorbent so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Fight fleas and ticks with Seresto. 8 months continuous protection against fleas and ticks. It's effective and vet recommended. Seresto. Learn more at Seresto.com.
If your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms are stopping you in your tracks, choose Stelara from the start and move toward relief after the first dose with injections every 2 months.
Stelara may increase your risk of infections, some serious, and cancer. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've had an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, new skin growths, have had cancer, or if you need a vaccine. RES, a rare potentially fatal brain condition, may be possible. Some serious allergic reactions and lung inflammation can occur.
Feel unstoppable. Ask your doctor how lasting remission can start with Stelara. Janssen can help you explore cost support options.
What does dry skin feel like?
It's really scaly.
Like a pet lizard? New Dove Body Wash with Microbiome Nutrient Serum transforms the driest skin in 1 shower.
I love amazing. After like put on a really good dress,
Your skin is full of life again. New Dove Body Wash.
Get excited
tingling in anticipation.
because this season of the Goldbergs is packed with surprises.
That just happened. No, it's not going to happen. Fine.
The Goldbergs, ABC tonight.
Welcome back to GMA3. The country is grappling with the massive fallout over that draft Supreme Court opinion first reported in Politico that would overturn Roe v. Wade and eliminate guaranteed abortion access in the United States.
And in response to the bombshell leak, many Democrats are calling on Congress to act. Let's bring in now California Congresswoman Karen Bass. Welcome back to the program here, Congresswoman. And look, what is Congress supposed to do? And again, a plan, if there's going to be legislation, but something that has a chance. What is Congress supposed to do now?
Well, I mean, I think that Congress has to push hard in the Senate. You know, the House already passed the bill in the Senate. I think the bill should come up. And the question is whether or not the bill is put up and see where people land. You know what the problem is in the Senate, of course, and that's the filibuster. And so maybe that question needs to come back up again. And I would hope that all of my colleagues on the Democratic side would be willing to examine the filibuster.
Congresswoman, we heard from President Biden yesterday. He said if this decision holds, quote, a whole range of rights are in question. And we heard from Vice President Harris as well, saying something similar. She said the rights of all Americans are at risk. If you would, talk a little bit about what rights are at risk. What are we talking about specifically?
The most specific issue that has come up are the rights for LGBT, especially for marriage equality. I think that is a danger. But I do think it just raises the question overall, well, how far will the Supreme Court go? And it shows us the price of elections. And I think that as Democrats, we're going to pay way more attention to the justice system, who is appointed as judges, of course, the Supreme Court, but frankly, the federal courts in general.
We talk about the elections matter, but will this ever be, Congresswoman, settled law? We thought it was. Someone won an election, got to put who he wanted on the Supreme Court, and here what we keep calling for years settled law is not settled. what is a solution that will ever settle this if we just vote in this party, and we just are able to go back and forth for generations?
Well, and I think that that's the point of other rights being questioned. I mean, maybe now we can question the right of somebody to refuse service because, you know, I run a business and it should be my right to discriminate. I think that everything is up on the table now. And, you know, I mean, it's just sad that so many things are that we felt, especially moving toward progress of a more perfect union. And now there's debate over very, very basic issues. And, you know, of course, this is about a woman's right to choose, but we need to be very clear about who is the most impacted. Because if you are well off and you're in a state, all you do is get a plane ticket and go to another state. This has overwhelming impact on low-income women in general, but especially low-income women of color.
And Congresswoman, we know you're currently running to be the first woman elected mayor of Los Angeles. And if Roe v. Wade is in fact overturned, I'm curious how you're preparing and planning to keep that access open to not just the residents of Los Angeles, but perhaps some of those women who will be traveling to your state potentially to get a legal abortion.
Well, you know what? I just, it makes us happy to be here in Los Angeles and in California, where we believe in our state this is a very settled question. A woman will have a right to choose. And I think it's a question of healthcare access and making sure that we have enough healthcare services to provide healthcare for Angelenos and Californians. But you see the action that is being contemplated in our state, which is to make our state open and welcoming. And I don't think that our state will be the only state that does this. I think that states that believe that a woman should make decisions with her doctor alone will follow suit.
Congresswoman, the Chief Justice called this an egregious breach, this leak. What should happen to the person who leaked this? It might not rise to the level of a criminal act, but it's not just that this was a leak. This was a leak in this particular case at this particular moment. What should happen to the person who leaked this?
Well, I think it's going to be very curious as to who that person was and what their motives were. But I do have to say I'm glad that it was leaked because now maybe, just maybe, the justices will rethink this as they see the outrage spread across the country. You know, we know that, or at least we are hearing that some vote took place, but we also know in the process before a final decision is made, there could be other drafts. We have to see what the Chief Justice is going to do. So maybe it provides a little bit of hope that this will not ultimately be the decision of the Supreme Court.
Well, Congresswoman, that's a touchy road to go down as well, to think we want the court not to be influenced by politics. You're saying now that this is out there, that maybe they will see the backlash and change their minds. We don't want our court to be doing that either, to be influenced by public opinion or debate out there, do we?
Well, seriously, we know the court is always impacted by public opinion. Absolutely. And I'm just saying that maybe it gives, you know, an opportunity for them to rethink that. But I think that it would be naive to think that the court is not influenced by public opinion.
Well, call me the naive American out there, Congresswoman. All this time. Congresswoman, thank you so much. It is always good to see you and talk to you. I know we'll be talking to you down the road, okay?
I hope so. Thank you.
It's just me.
She told you.
It's just me, right? All right. Well, stay with us here on GMA3, teaching children new ways to get along.
Yeah, by using music, color, and mice. We're going to take a look at the new heartfelt animation with the message. GMA3 will be right back.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
Who's on it with Jardiance?
We're 25 million prescriptions strong. We're managing type 2 diabetes and heart risk.
We're working up a sweat before coffee and saying no thanks to a Boston cream.
Jardiance is a once daily pill that can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults who also have known heart disease. So it can help save your life from a heart attack or stroke. And Jardiance lowers A1C.
Jardiance can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, genital yeast or urinary tract infections, and sudden kidney problems. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may be fatal. A rare but life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Lower A1C and lower risk of a fatal heart attack? We're on it.
We're on it with Jardiance.
Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
Okay, this is a freezer, not a time capsule. Sometimes the house itself can tell you how a young homeowner is turning into their parents.
Not those two.
Yep, they're gone.
Forever?
Yep, that there is Progressive's Home Quote Explorer website where I compared home insurance rates. We don't need to print the internet. Some are beyond help. I will give you $100 if you can tell me what this is. Scotch egg. It's a meatball.
Progressive can't help you from becoming your parents, but we can help you compare rates on home insurance with Home Quote Explorer.
We've got a lot of work to do.
Right now, Omaha Steaks is offering 50% off site-wide. The only number that hasn't changed is our 100% guarantee that you'll love every bite. And if you've never tried Omaha Steaks, save an extra $30 with promo code FIRSTTIME at checkout. Visit omahasteaks.com/TV today. It only takes a minute to save 50% on 100% satisfaction. Just a little bargain hunting wisdom from Omaha Steaks.
The Garcias are good at getting the most out of things. And making a little go a long way. And with GoodRx,
Baby, I'm gonna go grab my prescription.
they're good at saving on prescriptions at their pharmacy too.
Hi, Mr. Garcia.
Hi, I'm here for my prescription. We're using GoodRx.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's a lot better. See you next time.
You're good with GoodRx.
There are times I wonder, why can't I wear white after Labor Day?
Something on your mind. Chew on it. Twizzlers.
To help prevent bleeding gums, try saying hello gum wash with Parodontax Active Gum Health. It kills 99% of plaque bacteria and forms an antibacterial shield. Try Parodontax Active Gum Health mouthwash.
And we're back. It's time to see which chew provides the longest lasting flea and tick protection.
Bravecto's the big winner. 12 weeks of powerful protection, nearly 3 times longer than any other chew.
Bravo, Bravecto. Bravo.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea, try Pepto-Bismol with a powerful coating action for fast and soothing relief. Pepto-Bismol for fast relief when you need it most.
When you hear the words oral cancer, think about more than just your mouth. This surgery can really leave a mark on your shoulder, not to mention what it can do to your face.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
We are back now with the Mice with a Mighty Message set to music from a 3-time Grammy nominee, giving children new and creative ways to handle conflict.
We must declare war on these terrible red mice.
The first time the Mice War was performed was at a chamber music festival in New York. The Philharmonic in Taipei, the National Symphony Orchestra, performed it there, and then it toured all over Poland.
We sail our ships and sing our songs and make the red mice run.
The Mice War is about the red mice and the blue mice, and they get into a war over the color of cheese. But it teaches children the absurdity of war.
We are all upset that we have to leave school to go to war.
When my children were born, I put the bassinet next to my desk, and I wrote this for them and all the children in the world. The film stresses that if you have a difference, no matter what the difference is, work it out peacefully. There's better ways to resolve conflict.
It is wrong to build a machine like this. We are not animals. We are mice.
I think mice are something very silly and cartoon. Children can identify with it, and it's a way to get the children to associate with the characters better. Music just makes the film light, it makes it happy, and the kids can get engaged and they can sing the song. It's really important for children to get involved in music. It's just a great creative outlet for them to enjoy. We're getting a lot of letters from teachers around the world saying this is a great thing for young students to learn about these issues. Look what's going on in the world today. You turn the television on, and what is the point of going into some person's home country and just leveling it, bombing it, getting the people out? I mean, what does this really accomplish at the end of the day? We're supposed to be rational people, and we should learn better ways to resolve our differences. If people learn these values, they carry with them throughout the rest of their life, and later on, they're not going to be in such a rush to have a violent outcome if they have a difference.
And The Mice War is now available for streaming on Amazon.
Up next here on GMA3, Dr. Ashton will be along with your prescription for wellness on feeding, that's the word, feeding your hair.
All right, and then Matt James broke barriers on The Bachelor, and now he's talking race, family, and faith in his new memoir. GMA3 will be right back.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, the burning, the itching,
The stinging. My skin was no longer mine.
Emerge Tremfyant. With Tremfya, most people saw 90% clear skin at 16 weeks. The majority of people saw 90% clear skin even at 5 years. Tremfya is the first medication of its kind, also approved for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. And it's 6 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Serious allergic reactions may occur. Tremfya may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, or if you had a vaccine or plan to.
Emerge Tremfyant with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Who do you think you are? Canceling plans, commanding a room, being your own biggest fan? You do that. Say no to settling, no to compromising, yes to getting all of the above. Who? No, really. Tell us, who do you think you are? You're you. And TJ Maxx is where you can afford to be you to the max. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Claritin provides non-drowsy symptom relief from over 200 indoor and outdoor allergens, day after day. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year with Claritin Clear.
Disguises are so much fun, unless they're in your kibble. Chicken meal? That's icky birdie bits processed into powder. It's time for Fresh Pet. Wholesome ingredients with nothing to hide. Fresh Pet.
Since I left for college, my dad has gotten back into some of his old hobbies. And now he's taking Trulicity. And it looks like he's gotten into some new healthier habits too.
What changes are you making for your type 2 diabetes? Maybe it's time to try Trulicity. It's proven to help lower A1C. It could help you lose up to 10 pounds. And it's only taken once a week, so it can fit into your busy life. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. The choices you make can help control your A1C. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
Welcome back to GMA3, what you need to know. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to turn to Dr. Jen right now and talk about stroke, because this is making headlines. Rachel Scott had an exclusive interview with a congressman who at 49 had a stroke, which is pretty shocking to a lot of people. Yeah, and I think when people hear about strokes, and May is Stroke Awareness Month, among other things for health, most people think that happens only to older people, or the symptoms would be obvious. I think we need to expand our awareness, realize that young people under the age of 50 can and do and are having strokes at higher rates. And we tend to think of different types of strokes: strokes caused by a blood clot, strokes caused by a hemorrhage. We call those hemorrhagic strokes. There's a long list of risk factors: age, smoking, high blood pressure, COVID-19. If you talk about strokes due to a clot, if you're on hormones or you've had recent surgery or long travel, there's a long list. It's not your job to really, figure out necessarily how to prevent it, although behaviorally, of course, is important. It's our job, all of us, to recognize the signs and symptoms and to seek immediate medical attention if you think you're having a sign or symptom of a stroke. So we go by the acronym FAST, which stands for face, facial drooping. ARM is for arm weakness, in one side or the other, speech, slurred speech, or difficulty getting words out. And then the T is for time. If you are experiencing any of this, or you see someone experiencing it, note the time, because time does matter, and get to an emergency room as quickly as possible.
You know, on the time, I know that it can vary, but how much time do you have before you need to get some
Every
medical
hospital has a stroke team, TJ, and certain treatments are off the table if it's been more than an hour. So the time really does matter.
attention? Thank you as always. We'll be right back. Jimmy.
What would you give for a child you loved to make their wish come true? To help them fight a critical illness? Just imagine what you'd do. Every single one of us can make the stars align. Because when we come together, hope and joy will shine.
Do you have broken gold jewelry? Well, Lee's Pawn & Jewelry turns it into cash, and Lee pays top dollar. Lee's Pawn & Jewelry is open 7 days a week to better serve you. Lee's Pawn & Jewelry, more money, less interest.
When we switched, we saved over $450 with AAA auto insurance.
When I switched to AAA insurance and bundled my home and auto policy, I was able to save $571. Amazing. I was very happy.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
The savings that I get from AAA insurance allows me to spend more time with my sister and my nephew, and that makes me very happy. I just wish I would have switched sooner.
The money we've been able to save from our AAA insurance, we're able to put that money back into our food truck and our flavors and put it back into our business. There's nothing more American than barbecue and AAA.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-490-0635 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Do you have broken gold jewelry? Well, Lee's Pawn & Jewelry turns it into cash, and Lee's pays top dollar. Lee's Pawn & Jewelry is open 7 days to better serve you. Lee's Pawn & Jewelry, more money, less interest.
Welcome back to GMA3. That's Ozzy the Chihuahua in Scotland. Big Star Wars fan howling along to that familiar score. I think he's singing May the 4th be with you.
I did not write that.
It's May the 4th, y'all. All right, that video taken last summer. That was for Jen and for me and Jen, and definitely
I think that's
not for TJ.
direct quote from Empire Strikes Back. This is the fourth, May the 4th, y'all. I think I heard Yoda said that somewhere in there, didn't he? Why did you throw the y'all at the end of that?
It just felt right.
It felt right. You know,
Or it felt so wrong. But it felt right.
that was, you are picking these videos. I'm sure.
I am loving
I'm sure.
these videos. It's the highlight of my day.
All right. You have your prescription for wellness. We teased it as feeding your hair. So
Yeah,
please tell.
because I've been putting this on my Instagram. I'm going through some hair issues, so this is a little ponytail, but I'm going to be taking viewers through. So many people are dealing with thinning hair, hair loss from COVID, from any number of reasons. So I'm learning a lot about this process, which I'm going to share. Top 3 ways to nourish your hair. Number 1, you need an adequate protein intake of at least about 50 grams of protein a day. I just learned this from my dermatologist this week. I was not getting enough. It's probably a leading factor in my breakage. Number 2, if you have an itchy, red, or inflamed scalp, that will eventually lead to hair loss or hair breakage. So you really want to be aggressive about treating scalp inflammation, usually with some topical steroids. And this is a big one for me, for us, in the kind of work that we do. Limit the use of hot tools in terms of styling your hair. Drying iron, curling irons, blow dryers really, really do damage over time. So
How can you dry your hair?
Look at this right here. I'm limiting the use.
Sorry, how can you limit? For you all, you get your hair done every day. Can you do it some kind of way where you're not applying heat when you dry it? How are you doing? In all seriousness, I don't know how-
Like this. So we have a great staff of hairstylists here who are helping me with this process. I'm going to be sharing it all because so many people are going through this. We talk about this all the time.
Heat.
Heat every day.
Arguably the most tumultuous season in Bachelor history. Gained attention from outside the Bachelor fan base, and a lot of it had to do with that guy. Yes, Matt James, who was the first black Bachelor in the show's 25 seasons. He took on that mantle after what many were calling America's racial reckoning, and the season even ended with some racial fallout.
That's right, but now he is here to set the record straight with his new book, First Impressions, Off-Screen Conversations with the Bachelor on Race, Family, and Faith. Everyone, please welcome Matt James. Thank you for being here. Nice to have you.
Welcome.
So congratulations on the book, First Impressions. Everyone probably had an impression of you and plenty of other members of the cast in front of the scenes and behind as well. What is this book about? Setting the record straight. What did people get wrong? What did America get wrong?
I just wanted to provide context to a lot of the stories that didn't get a lot of the energy that I felt they deserved. A lot of the time of the show was spent covering pettiness and things that people are going to forget. And I had a lot of people reaching out about specific anecdotes, the conversation with my father, talking about my relationship with my family and my upbringing that I wanted to double back around on and take the opportunity to put my thoughts to words and share it with everybody.
Well, and we all know, and no surprise to anybody, the Bachelor kind of thrives on petty, right? And that's just the case. Did you find that there was, or did you not realize until afterwards? Did you try to get more context? Did you try to get more of that stuff in there at the time, and it maybe left on the cutting room floor, or you didn't really come around to that until after you saw the final product?
Yeah, TJ, I did. I said so much during filming. I shared everything. I spilled it all on the line so that the women that I was having conversations with knew who I was and where I was coming from. And after, we were done shooting, they wouldn't be surprised when they learned all these crazy about my life. And as I watched the show back and a lot of that wasn't aired, I was just kind of left confused and frustrated.
Yeah, and the last time we saw you, at least on the show, it left you without a relationship. Yes. You and Rachel had split up over so much of what had happened, the confusion, but now you are back together and happier than ever before?
We are. I think we needed to take a step out of that Bachelor bubble. And for me, I needed to make sure that the woman that I fell in love with wasn't a relationship based off of a circumstance. And, fate drew us back together and, she accepted me back into her life, and we've spent so much time together outside of the franchise and just building a life together, and it's been incredible.
And dealing with a lot of scrutiny, how did the two of you individually and together handle that? Because there was a lot of hate headed her way specifically, and some towards you as well.
A lot of prayer, a lot of faith, and a lot of forgiveness on both ends. There was a lot of things that I did while we were separated that she had to come to grips with, because I took time to see if that was a relationship that was something that was going to withstand the test of time. And ultimately, we came to agree on the same thing that it did. And traveling and getting to know each other's family and friends together has been one of the cornerstones of our relationships and time spent together. So I'm excited to share that with everybody.
Do you still see The Bachelor, the entire franchise? What is it called? That's not the right word. I won't say trash TV. What do you call it? Guilty pleasures. Is that what it is? Guilty pleasures. He does not own guilty pleasures.
It's on this network, right?
I said that's not the right thing to say. What I was trying to say, people will often call it their guilty pleasure. Right. They want to watch these things. They don't necessarily watch this show to be inspired, but what place do you find? Because a lot of conversation came out of your season that didn't just have to do with dating. It had to do with race and forgiveness and love and what it really means. What place does this franchise still have, you think? Does it have a chance to be something more and higher because of what we saw in your season?
I think that there is an opportunity to really answer that question properly with, where we were as a country and where we still are, and really taking that initiative head on from myself and the cast. And, honestly, I think we dropped the ball on that. I don't think it's too late to redirect the ship. I think it's going to take from the franchise a focus on, I hate even saying this word, but being there for the right reasons. And the person that I think would redirect that ship in the right direction is Tyler Cameron. So I think if he still wants The Bachelor, that would be the right ship to get it going.
Look at him dropping this boy's name. I think that would be a great idea.
You say you still, despite all of that, have no regrets about being on the show. Why?
First and foremost, just the relationship that came from it. I would have never met Rachel if I hadn't gone through that experience. And then second, the vulnerability and the personal journey I took in having to address things in my past, from my relationship with my father, from a racial divide between myself and my grandfather, just a lot of things that, you don't realize are problematic in your life until you had this therapeutic experience. I always refer to it as therapy. Like, I went through therapy for 3 months because I'm having to talk about things I've never talked about. So
yeah, very cool.
Well, I look forward to talking to you on another one of our runs. That was we had a little bit of a therapy session on the 5 minutes. We sure did. These are good meetings. Man, it's good to have you. Folks, the book here, it is First Impressions. You can get a copy everywhere that books are sold. It is out. Congrats on everything, man. It's really good to have you in studio with us. Good to see you.
It's good to be here. Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thank you very much.
Coming up, we are raising a glass. Tori Johnson is in the house when we come back, and she is here with a wine. Is it wine themed, wine inspired deals and steals? We'll see how that goes.
All right, and then showing mom some flower love this Mother's Day. The very busy clearinghouse for all that flower traffic. ABC's Victor Okendo takes us to Miami's airport. Much more on GMA3. Stay with us. I have no idea.
From prom dresses to workouts and new adventures, you hope the more you give, the less they'll miss. But even if your teen was vaccinated against meningitis in the past, they may be missing vaccination for meningitis B. Although uncommon, up to 1 in 5 survivors of meningitis will have long-term consequences. Now, as you're thinking about all the vaccines your teen might need, make sure you ask your doctor if your teen is missing meningitis B vaccination.
To combat the skyrocketing costs of car repairs, you need every advantage you can get. Your out-of-warranty vehicle could cost you thousands when it breaks down, unless you get the Car Shield Advantage. That's the power to protect yourself from expensive repair bills. Just call Car Shield before your car breaks down. Here's an example of the Car Shield Advantage. This is a car out of warranty, and this car got covered through Car Shield. As you can see, a breakdown could cost you a lot of money unless you call Car Shield before that happens. Your out-of-warranty car needs protection through Car Shield because with so many moving parts, a breakdown is going to happen. The Car Shield Advantage is not having to pay for those repairs. Now let's look at coverage. Here's a car engine. Whether gas or diesel, plans can cover critical parts you need protected, like your engine block, oil pump, intake manifolds, and more. Customers can also save on repairs for all internally lubricated transmission parts, like your torque converter and everything you see here. Before your check engine light comes on, you should call Car Shield because they help cover your radiator and water pump. With so many parts and systems protected, like power windows, backup cameras, power seats, LCD screens, power steering, plus so much more, it's easy to see that Car Shield can help save you thousands on car repairs. The real Car Shield Advantage isn't just the money you'll save on car repairs, it's also the included benefits, like roadside assistance that includes flat tire repair, emergency fuel delivery, lockout help, courtesy towing, and so much more.
Call now to see if your vehicle qualifies for an exclusive discount. You'll also receive a free protection plan quote. Don't wait until it's too late. Call 800-470-8926. 800-470-8926. That's 800-470-8926.
There is no perfect, only practice.
Why is Iced Tea our yoga teacher?
It's probably the Honey Nut Cheerios. He found out they can help lower cholesterol. Now he's taking care of his heart in fun new ways.
You are a seed growing into a sturdy oak tree.
If you haven't tried Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray before, it's Dawn's fastest and easiest way to clean everyday dishes. You just spray, wipe, and rinse. It cleans 5 times faster to actually break down grease on contact. So spray your dishes clean with Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray.
If you have type 2 diabetes or high blood pressure, you're a target for chronic kidney disease. You can already have it and not know it. If you have chronic kidney disease, your kidney health could depend on what you do today. Farxiga is a pill that works in the kidneys to help slow the progression of chronic kidney disease.
Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in women and men, and low blood sugar. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may lead to death. A rare, life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Take aim at chronic kidney disease by talking to your doctor and asking about Farxiga. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Farxiga. And today, Carrie, is the day we show this subdivision we've arrived. Be your strongest self.
Want a worry-free way to kill bugs? Cevo traps use light, not odors or chemical insecticides, to attract and trap flying insects. They work continuously, so you don't have to. Zevo. People-friendly, bug-deadly.
This Friday.
You're wondering what happens now.
The Illuminati will see you, Stephen. Oh, that's something. The multiverse will change you forever. We will see what kind of Doctor Strange you are. Marvel Studios Doctor Strange, rated PG-13, see premium launch formats in IMAX, only in theaters Friday. These two have shares of ups
Are you asking me to move in with you?
and downs.
Will you marry me?
I'm sorry, but no. But will this down bring them back up? You okay?
Oh, I just fell through a house.
The Cut, tonight on ABC.
Wow, wow. How far the mighty have fallen.
Thursday, Dr. Addison Montgomery returns.
Meredith Grey pissing people off. It's like I never left. Welcome back. It's time for Deals and Steals, where we partner with companies to bring our viewers incredible savings, summer entertaining. Just around the corner, Dory Johnson is here with some must-have items for gathering with friends and family. And the best part, these deals are all from 6 small businesses.
They are.
And I'm sensing a theme here.
You are sensing a theme here. We've got a little wine time, a little wine Wednesday, whatever you want to call it. Great accessories. So first up, cork pops. So typically to open a bottle, there is oftentimes a lot of tugging, pulling, broken corks. With this, that doesn't happen. So TJ, we've set that one up for you. The needle pierces straight through the cork. You hold the bottle with one hand, press the cartridge on the top with the other. Oh, wow. And it instantly works. Instant. Oh, no tugging. Yeah, you stop pushing. You stop pushing that after it opens.
I didn't read the instructions.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. You stop pushing after it opens. So what's awesome is, again, no pulling, no tugging, no nothing. You easily open your bottle of wine.
That's cool.
And we've got lots of great accessories from them. A single cartridge opens about 60 bottles of wine.
Wow.
These deals $7 to $14.
It makes every bottle of wine sound like champagne.
There you go. Okay.
To-go cups.
To-go cups. These are drinkware from, so whether it is wine, water, cocktails, coffee, your choice, Swig makes some of the chicest drinkware, triple insulated. I noticed before we started, you said this was your pattern. That pattern is called the Bombshell.
Oh, I like it.
So, of course, that is what you are attracted to, but all of their patterns are really gorgeous. We've got options for cans, for tumblers, coffee, whatever it is. It will keep drinks cold or hot longer, depending on the beverage that you put in them. We also have their reusable straws, huge assortment, even beyond just this little assortment that you see here. These prices today start at $6.50.
Can you please have one of these stories? She keeps taking
She
mine.
likes them. Okay, there you go. So do you have a Bombshell one too?
Well, I have a bombshell, but you gave me another one.
There you go.
And I love it. I love it.
And it's now mine.
Okay, this is Pure Wine. So this is a father-son company, and it's designed to help remove the histamines and sulfates from wine. So you take this wherever you go. This can go right into your purse or your pocket. So if you're at a picnic, at a restaurant, at a friend's house, and you want to be able to remove those sulfates and histamines from wine, you put this right in just like this for about 3 minutes in a glass, very similar to how you might put a tea bag in. and it does the work for you.
So no hangovers in the morning.
There you go. You said it. These start at $12. Yes, very smart. Very smart. Okay, Coravin. So let's say you guys are together. You want red. She wants white. You want a sip. She wants a glass. Like whatever the amount. Or sorry, the other way around. The other way around. The other way around. Whatever anybody wants. There's no fighting over what bottle to open if you don't have any idea about how much you're going to drink or how long it's going to take, because this Coravin device pierces through the cork, so you don't have to remove the cork in order to pour the wine. It allows you to pour without removing the cork, so that the first sip tastes as great as the last sip, whether that last sip is enjoyed weeks, months, or years later. It doesn't matter. It will continue to preserve your wine.
Wow.
So it's a really, really smart device. They've put together a great set for us today, $99 and free shipping from Coravin. So everyone can have what they want without worrying about what bottle they're opening. Yes.
All right.
Okay. Master markers. These are really cool. These are kind of the easiest way to write on glasses. So whether it's wine glasses or kids glasses, if you know, depending on what kind of party you're at, they work on glass cans, bottles, or plastic, and then they just come off with soapy water or in the dishwasher. So it's an easy way to identify your beverage when you're with some other people.
Mine.
Mine. There you go. Mine.
Mine.
Hopefully all the guests don't write the word mine. But Amy's, yeah, so you identify your glass. It's a great way to make sure that it's yours. That it is yours.
This is great.
A pack of markers, $6.
I was going to say don't touch, but then I just said do.
Yeah. There you go. As soon as you say don't, he will. Exactly. Ulo. So this is one of the chicest purifiers. So sulfates are necessary for the preservation of wine, but when you remove them, you bring that wine back to its natural state, the way that it was intended at the vineyard. This little device just goes on any glass. You can pour right here. You would pour slowly, and it purifies as it goes in. There you go. It also has an aerate function, and so there you go. And it's a very elevated way to enjoy your wine. If you spend so much money on that wine, you want it to taste as good as it can. These sets with the purifiers are $45.
Amazing.
This is amazing.
It was fun, right? Look, once again, he sounds surprised.
I'm not surprised.
Delighted, not surprised.
Wine themed. I don't know why I expected bottles of wine to be lined up.
Oh, well, they kind of are. They kind of are.
Sorry, we are partnered with all these amazing companies. Of course, you can get all these great deals by visiting our website for all the best, where you are absolutely best. Thank you guys.
It's a lot of fun.
Up next, right here at GMA3, flowers everywhere. Take a look.
Yes, we are going. Oh, yes, we are going there, folks. Up next, the nation's #1 flower importer, just in time for Mother's Day. GMA3, right back.
Why hide your skin if Dupixent has your moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis under control?
Hide my skin? Not me.
Because Dupixent targets a root cause of eczema, it helps heal your skin from within, keeping you one step ahead of it.
Hide my skin? Not me.
And for kids ages 6 and up, that means clearer skin and noticeably less itch. With Dupixent, you can change how their skin looks and feels. And that's the kind of change you notice.
Hide my skin? Not me.
Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. When you help heal your skin from within, you can show more with less eczema. Talk to your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent, a breakthrough eczema treatment.
You said you'd never get a dog. You said you'd never do a lot of things. But you never knew what a dog could do for you. And with Resolve, you never worry about the mess. Love the love. Resolve the mess.
Style. I got it from my mom. I got it from mine.
And I got it from mine.
And they all got it from me.
It's Macy's Mother's Day sale with an extra 25% off great gifts for mom. Now at Macy's.
Get ready for more with the new tomato pesto grilled cheese at Dunkin'. More delicious ingredients, more vibrant new flavors, so you can get more out of every moment. America runs on Dunkin'.
Did I tell tell you I bought our car from Carvana?
Yeah, Ma. It was so easy.
I found the perfect car.
Under budget, too. And I get 7 days to love it or my money back. I love it. I thought online meant no one to help me. But Susan from Carvana had all the answers. She didn't try to upsell me. Not once. Because they're not salespeople. What do you guess who just checked in on me? Susan from Carvana.
We'll drive you happy at Carvana.
What does dry skin feel like?
It was really scaly.
Like a pet lizard? New Dove Body Wash with Microbiome Nutrient Serum transforms the driest skin in one shower.
I feel amazing.
I feel like when I'm really getting dressed, their skin's full of life again.
New Dove Body Wash.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 selling nerve care company. Nervive contains alpha-lipoic acid to relieve occasional nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort. Try Nervive Nerve Relief.
With Golo, I've lost 13 inches in my waist. They're out of here. You eat normal food. You're not eating diet food. I'm doing something good for me, finally.
Go to golo.com to lose weight and get healthier.
My hygienist cleans with a round head. So does my Oral-B. My hygienist personalizes my cleaning. So does my Oral-B.
Oral-B delivers the wow of a professional clean feel every day.
I've made progress with my mental health. So when I started having unintentional body movements called tardive dyskinesia, I ignored them. But when the twitching and jerking in my face and hands affected my day-to-day, I finally had to say, it's not okay. It was time to talk to my doctor about Austedo. She said Austedo helps reduce TD movements in adults, while I continue with most of my mental health medications.
Austedo can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, behaviors, feelings, or have suicidal thoughts. Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness. Don't take Austedo if you have liver problems, are taking Rezapine, tetrabenazine, or valbenazine. Austedo may cause irregular or fast heartbeat, restlessness, movements mimicking Parkinson's disease, fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking, and sweating.
Talk to your doctor about Austedo. It's time to treat TD. TD is not okay. Visit askforaustedo.com.
Tasty bacon! Bacon! Oh, I love it. Dogs go bonkers for bacon. And try new bacon pizza flavors.
What is it? Over 75 live channels for sports, news, and entertainment, just like cable.
Hulu has live TV. And now, a GMA message from Sierra.
Are you ready for the most amazing deals and steals?
Yes. Starting tomorrow, things are about to get amazing.
I'm daring you not to love these deals.
Tell them where.
Only on Good Morning America.
May the 4th be with you.
In a galaxy far, far away,
It's all out war.
secrets come out to play.
Just tell me, please.
She deserves to know the truth.
General Hospital on ABC.
You can be my hero.
You won't phase me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. So take Allegra before allergy symptoms take over you. Enter the Allegra sweepstakes for a chance to win up to $16,000 in prizes.
What do you do when you want to make some magic? You book it. Whatever your reason, book direct at choicehotels.com.
New Lash Paradise Mascara from L'Oreal Paris. 20 times more volume, up to 2 times more length. A clump-resistant caring formula, now infused with floral oil. Take your lashes to paradise. New Lash Paradise Mascara from L'Oreal Paris. We're worth it.
Style. I got it from my mom. I got it from mine.
And I got it for mine.
And they all got it from me.
It's Macy's Mother's Day sale with an extra 25% off great gifts for mom. Now at Macy's.
Don't miss Hamilton, coming to the Fabulous Fox in April.
Welcome back, everyone.
everyone. GMA Free Mother's Day just around the corner, and crews at Miami International Airport are working 24/7, inspecting, packing, and shipping fresh flowers daily from all over the world.
And our Victor Okendo takes us on a tour inside the #1 flower importer in the U.S., where business is, well, it's booming.
Flowers, one of the most popular gifts for Mother's Day.
We're in the middle of a Mother's Day rush. It's our busiest time of year.
With 3 million flower stems arriving daily at Miami International Airport, this is the floral gateway into the U.S., with 90% of the flower imports arriving here from growers in Colombia and Ecuador. And flower shipments are expected to increase 10% this year.
More than 15 flights a day, more than 70 tons of flowers. For 70 tons? Yeah, for each flight. So it's a huge operation for us.
The flowers are unloaded from the cargo planes, then to warehouses at the airport.
Flowers have to be kept very cool. This warehouse is about 39 degrees right now. There are currently about 7,000 to 8,000 full boxes of these flowers. That's just a fraction of what's coming through Miami International Airport on a daily basis.
The boxes are then unpacked, and the flowers are inspected by U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
They're going through the flowers to make sure there's no pests or diseases. We don't want pests and diseases to get into the U.S., so they go through every box of flowers and make sure they're all clean.
This is crunch time right now. We're just a few days out from Mother's Day. I mean, how often are they doing this?
The United States is the #1 flower importer in the world, and Miami handles 90% of those flowers. We're extremely busy, and we're 24/7 just to get it done.
From here, these blooms head to your local florist just in time for Mother's Day.
Understanding this is huge business for you guys, but it's also so important for all the moms out there.
Yeah. Always comes in like that. Flowers is a great gift for mothers and for loved ones.
Now, you still have some time to find that special bouquet for mom, but the best advice, don't wait too long. The closer we get to Mother's Day, the busier those florists are going to get. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
So you talk about how busy they're going to get, but the pandemic had an impact on this industry as well.
Yeah, TJ, while the number of stems coming through Miami International Airport might seem astronomical, in certain parts of the country, they're dealing with those supply chain issues. So you definitely want to get those flowers early, place that order. Amy and Jen, if we were a little bit closer, I'd go just run right off the back one of these planes, grab the flowers, personally deliver them right to you guys. Hope you both are very happy.
Would if you could. I get that, Victor. Thank you very much. You could start today, TJ. That's the bottom line.
You said there is
It's not
time.
too late. It's not too late. Better get there early.
What makes you think I haven't ordered already and taken care of it?
Because we know you. Yeah.
I told you that in confidence.
All right. Well, everyone, that's what you need to know for this Wednesday. Thank you for spending part of your day with us here. We appreciate you. I'm Amy Robot.
And I'm TJ Holmes trying to figure out the seating arrangement. Come on back tomorrow. We will see you here for ABC News. All of us here, including Dr. Ashton. Have yourself a good one.
You look comfortable.
Hi.
When the day of the ladder
Got it. All right, let's see what's streaming on Hulu.
But why bother when you know you've got with a classic?
It's called expanding your horizons.
It's called wasting time.
Oh gosh, I'm such a stick in the mud.
Yeah, and you love me for it.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. I remember. It's written somewhere.
Look at us. Can you? We used to be facing down deadly assassins. Now we're fighting over what to watch on TV.
There is a term for that.
Oh.
Blitz.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah. That's got to be trouble at this hour.
Oh, I could do with some trouble.
Tell the telly off.
Come on, after you. Oh, is this bad time? Hey, baby. Is everything okay? You sounded strange on the phone.
Well, it's been an evening. Willow takes my... What am I talking about? You know Harmony.
Formerly known as Lorraine?
Yeah. Well, she was rushed to the ER. There was some kind of accident.
Oh, no. Oh, she's all right?
Yeah, so do I.
We don't need a reminder, but life is so short. We have to grab every bit of joy from it that we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody reminded me tonight to carpe diem.
Seize the day. Good advice.
Yeah. Good night, Frank.
Good night, sir.
I've been studying up on Paris, preparing for a trip. Yes, we're going to go to the Louvre and the Eiffel Tower, but did you know that there is a museum solely dedicated to Monet?
Really?
Yeah. It's on the outskirts of the city. And there is this huge, beautiful park right next to it. So we got to go there. It sounds like it rivals Central Park.
Then you know who would love it. Wiley.
Oh, yeah. Well, only if there's dogs, because nothing is cool in Wiley's World unless there's dogs.
Right. We'd like to wait with you, but if you don't want us here, then we can. No, of course. I want you here, yeah. My mom's awake, so that's something. She is? That means that there's hope, right?
There's always hope.
You're not making any sense. Do you know where you are? It's Carly. You're in the hospital. You were in an accident. Do you remember? Hello. Willow's here. Do you need me to get her?
You need to protect her. No matter the cost.
Okay, of course I'll protect Willow. From what?
ABC's General Hospital, brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Progressive offers 24/7 protection when you bundle home and auto.
Okay, snacks and popcorn are going to be expensive. Let's just accept that. Going to the movies can be a lot for young home.
Even if you don't have to go, you should try.
We all know where the bathroom is and how to use it. Okay?
You know, the Stevensons told me they save money bundling their boat insurance with Progressive.
No one knows who those people are. It can be painful.
Here goes. There's an extra seat right here.
No. We don't need a coat wrangler.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home, auto, and more with us.
No one who made the movies here.
Better skin from your body wash? Try Olay Body Wash with skincare super ingredient collagen. Olay Body Wash hydrates for healthier looking skin in just 14 days. From dry and dull to firm and radiant. With Olay Body, I feel fearless in my skin.
Get ready for more. More tropical flavor. More refreshing. And more ways to get glowing. New Mango Pineapple Dunkin' Refreshers. America runs on Dunkin'.
Got lingering odors? Grab Febreze Small Spaces. Press firmly to activate, and Small Spaces continuously eliminates and prevents odors to freshen up any small room for up to 45 days. Febreze.
Meet Ron. That man is always on, and he's on it with Jardiance for type 2 diabetes.
Alexa, play some music by ZZ Top.
Here's some music by ZZ Top on Amazon Music.
I don't know what I'm going to do. So soon, I die. I'm gonna leave the reason why. Every girl crazy about his shiny glass man. Oh, what's that's the name? I ain't missing not a single thing. Love me, stick together. When I step out, I'm gonna do you in. They come running, every girl crazy about a shy gas man. I'm a murder, come my wallet's bad. Let's say, white glove, looking sharp, looking for love. They come running again. Every girl crazy about a sharp ass When you wake up in the morning and the light has hurt your head, the first thing you do when you get up out of bed is hit that streets a running and try to meet the masses. Go get yourself some cheap sunglasses. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Find a little thing and I followed her all night in a funky fine Levi's and her sweater kind of tight. She had a West Coast strut that was sweet as molasses. Now what really knocked me out was the cheap sunglasses. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Now go out and get yourself some big black frames with the glass so dark they won't even know your name. And the choice is up to you, cause they come in two classes. Brush on shades of cheap sunglasses. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! River spreading round, United Texas town. By the shack outside the game. You know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go. 2 nights, 4 miles on the range. They got a lot of nice girls, huh? All right. Well, here it's fine. If you got the time, I'm down there to get yourself there. And here it's fine. I'm on every night. But now I might be mistaken. Take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch. I've been bad. I've been good. Dallas, Texas. Hollywood. I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch. Take me back when I called, not by myself, not alone. I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch. She's the one that's really getting down when she boogie. She do the two tank boogie. Well, now boogie little baby, boogie boogie all day long. on block. She car funky with a pink and black substance like the money. So in the Tuesday monkey. Well, now boogie woogie, baby. Boogie woogie all night long. I got a girl, she lives on the hill. She won't do it, but her sister will when she boogie. She do the Tuesday boogie. Whenever we little baby, boogie woogie all night long. Blow your top, blow your top, blow your I done ran into my baby and finally found my old blue jean. I done ran into my baby and finally found my old blue jean. I could tell that day was mine from the oil and the gasoline. If I ever get back my blue jeans, Lord, how happy could one man be? If I ever get back my blue jeans, Lord, how happy could one man be? Cause if I get back those blue jeans, you know my baby be bringing them home to me. And hit me like a ton of lead. If I blow my top, will you let it go to your head? Give me all your loving, all your hugs and kisses, girl. Give me all your loving, don't let it go to your and use it like a schoolboy would. You gotta back it up, work it like a new boy should. Give me all your loving, all your hugs and kisses. Give me all your loving, don't let up until shuffling through the Texas sand, but my head's in Mississippi. I'm shuffling through the Texas sand, but my head's in Mississippi. The blues has got a hold of me. I believe I'm getting dizzy. I keep thinking about the night in Memphis. Lord, I thought I was in heaven. I keep thinking about the night in Memphis. I thought I was in heaven. But I was stumbling through the parking lot of an invisible 7-Eleven. What was I doing out there? Last night I saw a cowgirl. She was floating across the ceiling. Last night I saw a naked cowgirl. She was floating across the ceiling. She was humming to some Hollywood about some voodoo healing. West I hear, baby. Somewhere in Mississippi. New Orleans. Well, now Jesus never left Chicago, and it's bound for New Orleans. Yeah. Working from one end to the other, and all it's in between. Look at that, Mississippi. Well, muddy water turn to wine. Took a jump to Mississippi. Muddy water turn to wine. Yeah. Then out to California, through the lights and the pain. You are not same person, but you'll see just the same. You are not same person, but you'll see just the same. You don't have to worry. I'm taking care of business as his name.
I'm taking the person for the call.
Let's get yourself off. Well, over and out, guys. Pretty good barbecue. Some chicken and chicken thighs and pork tenderloin. Pretty good. Anyway, ate all the chicken. Pork's in there. Nice box. Anyway, a nice day.